Good day everyone, especially to the grade 11 students. So this video will serve as an aid or intervention that helps to extend your understanding about the lesson presented on each module. So in our case, we will start discussing the second week of the module, especially the module 5. And please take note that we are not required you to watch this video, meaning optional po ito. If you think that you don't need an assistance upon answering the module, then you can skip watching this. Okay, so the topic is rational functions, equations, and inequalities. This falls under module 5. So the learning objectives of this module, or ito yung makikita natin sa what I need to know. So after going through this module, you are expected to represent real life situations using rational functions, distinguishes rational function, rational equation, and rational inequality. So ito yung mga competencies that we really need to attain after this after doing this module. So first lesson, representing real life situations using rational functions. So before that, let's define first what is rational function. A rational function, r of x, is a function of the form in which r of x is equal to p of x over q of x, where the p of x and the q of x are polynomial functions, and of course the q of x is not equal to 0. Then the domain of r of x is a set of real numbers such that q of x is not 0, meaning the domain of this function will not make your q of x become 0. So yan yung definition of the rational function. Because if the denominator of our function becomes 0, so it will no longer be rational function. Then the following are the examples of rational functions. So for example, r of x is equal to x cubed minus 1 over x plus 1. So such that x is not equal to negative 1. Both numerator and denominator are polynomial functions. Then the denominator has restriction because it should not be equal to 0. So bakit hindi siya pwede negative 1? Because if we try to substitute the value of x to the negative of 1, then your numerator becomes 0 and it will no longer be function. Next, number 2. F of x is equal to 1 over x. And of course, x should not equal to 0, or x is not equal to 0. The numerator 1 is a polynomial function with a degree of 0. The numerator is a polynomial function and it must not be equal to 0. So any real numbers could be the domain, as long as it will not make your denominator becomes 0. Then there are different scenarios or real world relationships that can make modeled by rational functions. So let us take the following examples. So first, so applying the rational functions in a real life situation. So for example, the local government unit allotted a budget of 100,000 pesos for the feeding program in the daycare center. The amount will be divided equally to all the pupils in the daycare center. Write an equation showing the relationship of the allotted amount per pupil represented by f of x then versus the total number of children represented by x. So, paano ba natin gagawan ito ng rational function as a model for this problem? So, take note, the budget is 100,000. Then it should be equally divided to all the pupils in the daycare center. So before that, let's analyze first the problem, then showing the relationship in a tabular form. So we will arrive at, so first, of course, we will make the table the number of children or pupils. Then ano yung allotted amount per child, kasi may budget tayo na 100,000 and it should be equally divided to all the pupils in the daycare center. So we have these different samples of the number of children. So if we have 10 children, ano ba yung allocated amount per child? So of course, we have to divide 100,000 by 10 children. So 100,000 divided by 10, so the answer is 10,000 pesos. How about if we have 20 pupils or 20 children? So 100,000 divide by 20 and it equals 5,000. Same with 50 children or 50 pupils. 100,000 divide by 50, we have 2,000. For 100 pupils, 1,000, and for 200 we have 500 pesos. So notice that as the number of children increase, the amount allocated per child decrease. So ano yung ginamit nating formula kanina? So 100,000 divide by the number of the children represented by x value. So may idea na tayo kung ano yung rational function na ilalagay natin. So this problem, so in representing the rational function, so in writing representation we will arrive at f of x, since our function represented by f of x is equal to 100,000 divided by x, where x represented as the number of children or the number of pupils in the daycare center. Example number 2. Suppose a benefactor wants to supplement the budget allotted for each child by donating additional 650 per child. If h of x represents the new amount allotted per child, construct a function representing the relationship. So in our previous example, we arrived this formula, the irrational function. So in this scenario naman, so after the budget or being the budget allotted for each child, there are additional add-on 650 per child in each child. So meaning the budget allotted each child plus 650 per child. So using the table we used earlier, So the number of children, so ito yung kanina nating sinolve, 10, 20, 50, 200. Then the allotted amount per child, we have 10,000 for 10 children, 5,000 for 20 children, 2,000 for 50, 1,000 for 100 children, and 500 each for 200 children. So the budget allotted for each child by donating additional 650. So meaning we have to add 650 per child. So yan. Then ano na yung function natin? So thus representation of the rational function is h of x is equal to 10,000 over x plus 650. Next, third example. A car is to travel a distance of 70 kilometers. Express the velocity represented by v as a function of a travel time in hours. So take note, we are going to travel the distance of 70 kilometers. So the velocity will also depend on how many hours or the time we travel this particular distance. So in our existing knowledge, we all know that velocity is equal to distance over time. So the distance, of course, the 70 kilometers, and the time per hour. So how many hours you traveled in this distance. So let us first show the relationship using a table. Remember that as time increases, of course, the velocity or the speed of a car will decrease. Suppose we have the time, number of hours represented by t. So we have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, and 10 hours traveling in this distance. So our constant, of course, the distance, 70 kilometers. If we have 1 hour traveling the 70 kilometers, so what will be our velocity? So our speed, kilometer per hour. So nandito na. So we have to divide 70 kilometers, then divide by the number of hour. So 70 divide 1, that is 70. So meaning the velocity is 70 kilometer per hour. How about if we travel 2 hours? So 70 divided by 2 is 35 kilometer per hour. That is our velocity. Kung magta-travel naman tayo ng 3 hours, so 70 divided by 3, so we have 23.33 kilometer per hour. Then 5 hours, 14. Then 10 hours, 17. So the function v of t is equal to 70 over t, where t is the time. So it can be represent v as a function of t, or v of t. So I think you're ready for the practice. So let's practice. So during the first quarter of the school year, the officers elect of the Supreme Student Government decided to divide their budget evenly to the different committees. So evenly divided or equally divided. If their budget is 35,000, construct a function m which would give the amount of money each of the n represents as the number of committees would receive. So analyze natin yung problem. The budget is 35,000 and it will be equally divided to the different committees. Suppose that N is the number of committees would receive. So for letter A, you may construct a table to aid you in determining the relationships between quantities. So we have this, the number of committees 2, 4, 6, 8. So ano yung amount allocated for each committee? So kayo nang mag-fill in dito. Then letter B, write the rational function that represents the situation. So you can pause this video for you to have time para makasagot naman kayo. So you can start answering now. Okay, let's check your work kung the same ba. Let's try to compare your answer with our answer. Okay, so amount allocated for each committee. So ano yung formula natin? Of course, we have to divide 35,000 by 2 since 2 committees lang. So 35,000 divide by 2, 17,500. So there is an allocated there is 17,500 allocated for each committee for 2 committees. How about for 4 committees? So 35,000 divided by 4, we have 8,750. How about for 6 committees? 35,000 divided by 6, then we arrive 5,833.33. For 8 committees, we have 4,375. So remember, the formula we use is 35,000 divided by the number of committees. So the number of committees represent as the N. So 35,000 over N. Then our function is M. So M is the function of M of N, or M is the function of N. So thus the function M of N is equal to 35,000 divided by N. It can represent M as a function of N. So I hope you understand this lesson. Now let's proceed with the lesson 2. Rational functions, equations, and inequalities. So rational functions, equations, and inequalities. So it was defined in the previous lesson that rational functions are expressed as a ratio of two polynomials, P and Q. So the value of rational function is defined for all real numbers x except for the value of x that makes the denominator 0. Then there are different relationships between rational expressions. It may involve inequality, equality, and functions. That is what we are going to dig deeper in this lesson. So before we tackle about rational functions, equations, and inequality, so let's start with the rational expression first. So ano yung rational expression? So rational expression can be described as a ratio or a quotient of two polynomials. Let us look at the example. Consider the following algebraic expression. Determine whether they are rational or not in the state. Then state the reason. So we have first 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 all over x plus 1. So this is an example of a rational expression because it is a ratio of two polynomials. Both the numerator and denominator are polynomials. Next, number 2. 2 over x minus 5. So this is an example of rational expression because 1 and x minus 5 are polynomials. Another, square root of x minus 4 over 2x plus 1. So it's not a rational expression since the numerator is not a polynomial. Then x plus 5, rational expression because the numerator x plus 5 and the denominator is 1. In 1, of course, it is also a polynomials. Then let's try to define rational functions, equations, and inequalities. So what is rational equation? So rational equation, of course, an equation involving rational expression. So kanina na-discuss natin kung ano yung rational expression. So rational equation, an equation involving rational expression. Example, x plus 4 over x minus 5 is equal to 1 over 5. So equation siya, tapos it involves the rational expression. So x plus 4 over x minus 1 is the rational expression. The same also 1 over 5. It is also a rational expression. Next, what is rational inequality? So rational inequality, of course, an inequality involving rational expressions. Example, x minus 2 over 5 is greater than 3. So inequality siya because of the symbol greater than or less than. Then rational function, a function of the form of, ito yung discuss natin kanina for the previous lesson. A rational function is a function of form of f of x is equal to p of x over q of x, where p of x and q of x are polynomial functions, and of course the q of x or our numerator denominator rather, it is not equal to 0 or it is not a zero function. Example, f of x is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 8 over x plus 4. So additional examples, determine whether the given sentence is a rational equation or rational functions or a rational inequality or none of these. So x plus 5 over x minus 1 is equal to y because this is an example of rational function because the symbol y is also a representation of a function of x or f of x or the function of x. Then number 2, square root of 2 over x plus 1 is less than equal to 3. So the answer is none of this because square root of 2 over x plus 1 is not a rational expression, since square root of 2 is not a polynomial expression. Now let's practice. So please get your pen or scratch paper to answer this one. So determine whether the given is rational function, rational equation, or rational inequality, or none of these. So your answer, it could be rational function, rational equation, rational inequality, or none of these. Okay, you may start answering now. Okay, let's check your work. For item number 1. 1 plus x is equal to x minus 2 equals 4. So this is an example of irrational equation. Okay, rational equation kasi both side, or this is an equation that involves irrational expression. Next, 5 of x is greater than or equal to 2 over 2x minus 1. So if we try to analyze 5x and 2 over 2x minus 1 is an example of rational expression, but with the symbol sign greater than equal, so this is an example of rational inequality. Next, f of x is equal to x squared minus 7 rather, over x plus 2 minus 3. So this is an example of course, rational function because of the f of x, f function of x. Number 4, x plus 2 over x minus 2 equals y plus 3. So our hint that y is represented by f of x. Take note, if we encounter this one, if we have this value y can be represented as a function of x or f of x. So this is an example of rational function. Then number 5, x plus 1 over 2 is less than square root of x plus 3. If we try to analyze this one, x plus 1 over 2, of course it is a rational expression, but square root of x plus 3 is not a polynomial. So this is not a, or the answer is none of these. So it is not a rational equation, rational inequality, or rational function. So the answer is none of these. So I hope you learned something about this lesson.